Hey guys, in this video, I'm going to be reviewing the 100 Thieves Adidas Originals Rivalry Nadeshot. I've been a big fan of 100 Thieves ever since they entered into the LCS back in 2018, and I loved how they made their own high quality apparel, and I loved how they fused both gaming, lifestyle, and streetwear together. Ever since 2018, I've been wondering when 100 Thieves would get their own sneaker collaboration. Of course, 100 Thieves founder Nadeshot is a big sneakerhead, so in addition to wondering when they'd have their own sneaker collaboration, I was also wondering what brand they would collaborate with. Of course, when 100 Thieves started out, Adidas was the hottest brand at the time, with Boost, Yeezys, NMDs, as well as the Pharrell collaborations, and even Nadeshot was a big fan. But of course, as time went on, Adidas started to lose its hype, and other brands were more popular like Nike, New Balance, and even Asics. But of course, earlier this year, 100 Thieves announced that they were collaborating with Adidas with their jerseys as well as other apparel, and last month they finally announced that they were collaborating on the Adidas Rivalry, and it's specifically a collaboration with Nadeshot and Adidas, which is really cool. When Nadeshot first revealed this sneaker on his stream, at first I thought it was an okay shoe, but then when I looked closer and he revealed the subtle geography print around the shoe, I knew I needed to have it. This is like the definition of what I like to call a low-key heat type of shoe. At first glance, the shoe probably just looks like a standard and plain Rivalry low, but on all the suede panels, you're gonna see some subtle geography print, which is one of the signature patterns from 100 Thieves and is present on a lot of their apparel. It's a pretty versatile shoe, but once you get to look at all the details, it has that low-key heat vibe. So as usual, I'll be doing a full overview of the shoe, as well as an on-feet look, as well as my thoughts and opinions on sizing, comfort, quality, and overall design of the collab. Starting with the box, the Rivalry Nadeshot comes in the standard blue and white Adidas Originals box. On the top, you get 3 white stripes, and you also have the Adidas trefoil logo around the box. It's just a small little gripe I have, but I kinda wish they had a special box, especially considering that this collab is $20 more than standard Rivalry shoes. And 100 Thieves also made special influencer package boxes that were essentially the standard Adidas Originals box that are blue and white, but also had subtle 100 Thieves geography print around the box as well as the 100 Thieves logo. Of course, those were only given out to influencers, unfortunately, but I was kind of hoping they could do that for all the pairs rather than just use it for the influencer boxes. It's a small little gripe, I know, but it would have definitely been a nice touch, especially considering how 100 Thieves usually prize themselves in their higher quality packaging. Starting with the toe box of the shoe, the mugguard of the shoe is made out of chalk white suede, and of course it has the subtle geography print debossed into the suede. Every single panel of suede has the geography print debossed into it, and like all 100 Thieves geography print apparel, no two pairs are the same due to the random nature of the geography print. In the middle of the toe box, you get a panel of leather with some perforations, and at the top of the toe box you have another panel of the chalk white suede with the geo print. Moving towards the side of the shoe, you get more panels of the chalk white suede. The lace eyelets are also made out of the chalk white suede and also consist of chalk white metal lace eyelets. In the very middle of the shoe, you get a big panel of chalk white leather, as well as the Adidas 3 stripes logo in black leather. Between the 3 stripes are some panels of perforated leather. On both sides, there are a top lace eyelet made out of a gold metal. I'll flash up a close-up picture of this gold eyelet. What's really cool about this eyelet is that in addition to being gold, it also has Nadeshot and 100 debossed into the metal. Moving towards the ankle area of the shoe, you get another panel of smooth chalk white leather, as well as another big panel of the chalk white suede. Moving towards the back of the shoe, you get a big panel of black smooth leather. On the right shoe, you get Nadeshot's logo debossed in white, as well as his signature in gold. And on the left shoe, you get the standard Adidas Originals trefoil logo in white and gold. And the medial side of the shoe is pretty much the same as the lateral side of the shoe in terms of color and materials. The shoes come with a set of flat chalk white laces as well as a set of flat black laces. Obviously, you could switch up the doubrays, but the white laces come with a gold doubray and the black laces come with a black doubray. The right shoe's doubray has Nadeshot's logo as well as his signature, which matches the back heel tab, and the left shoe has the Adidas trefoil logo debossed into the metal. The laces weave on top of a chalk white ripstop nylon tongue, and at the top of the tongue you get a chalk white leather tag. On the right shoe you have the Adidas Originals logo in gold and black, and then on the back of the tongue that same tag continues and has the the Nadeshot logo and his signature in black and gold, and it's the mirror of that on the left shoe. As you can see on the outside, you have Nadeshot's logo in black and his signature in gold, and then on the inside of the tongue you have the Adidas trefoil logo in black and gold. The ankle area of the shoe is lined in a black leather. The shoes come with a standard foam insole with a chalk white textile upper, as well as the 100 Thieves geography print printed on in black, and at the back of the insoles you have a fabric tag with the Adidas Originals logo in black and gold, as well as Nadeshot's logo and signature also in black and gold. The insoles are the same for both shoes. The midsole of the shoe is made out of a beige rubber, and lastly, moving on towards the outsole of the shoe, you get the Rivalry low outsole pattern in gum and black rubbers, and you also have the Adidas Originals logo in the very middle. So now that the overview of the shoes out of the way, I'll lace these up and I'll show you how they look on feet. In terms of sizing, this was actually my first ever pair of Adidas Rivalries. I'm a true size 9.5, and whenever I try a new shoe, I always just stick with my true size just to be safe. And after wearing these and trying them on, I gotta say these actually run a little big, and more specifically, they run pretty wide. I consider myself to have standard width feet, and I very rarely think shoes ever fit wide. Sometimes when they do fit big, I do say that, and it's mostly because of the toe box area. But when it comes to the Rivalry Nadeshot, the toe box area does have a bit more extra room, and more specifically in the middle of the shoe, it just fits wider than usual. So if I were to buy these again, I'd definitely size down, or maybe even go down a whole size. Again, this was my first ever pair of Adidas Rivalries. I'm not too sure if this is different from the standard Rivalries, but for the Rivalry Nadeshot, it definitely fits a bit bigger in the toe box and runs a bit wide in my opinion. In terms of comfort, the Adidas Rivalry is nothing to write home about. I'm sure you guys could guess. It's a retro hard rubber outsole shoe, so if you're used to Air Jordans, New Balance 550s, and even Dunks, they're pretty on par with those shoes. Hard rubber outsole shoes are pretty okay in terms of comfort. Some might even call them uncomfortable. Of course, you guys know me, I'm a big New Balance guy, so these are definitely a step down in terms of comfort. For casual lifestyle wear, they're okay, but if you're looking for a very comfortable shoe, I definitely wouldn't recommend the Adidas Rivalry. In terms of quality, in my opinion, the Rivalry Nadeshot is good quality, but not great quality. It is a made in China shoe, but I can tell the materials are a bit more elevated than the standard materials on regular Adidas lifestyle shoes. Probably the best materials utilized on this shoe are the leathers. The leathers are really soft and smooth to the touch, and they feel like better quality than the standard leathers utilized in Adidas shoes. The suedes, in my opinion, are okay. The geography print debossed in the suede is done really well. I had no craftsmanship issues, but the suede just feels pretty on par with standard imported suedes. Of course, me being a big New Balance guy, I have really high expectations when it comes to suedes. This suede definitely isn't as good as Main USA or Main UK New Balances, but I'm sure most of you guys would expect that, especially with the price difference. I'd say the suede is on par with the Asian made New Balance suedes. I definitely have some small gripes about the shoe, but overall I think it's a pretty solid collab. If you're able to get them in a size that fits you well, it's definitely a low-key heat type of shoe. At first glance, it looks like a standard neutral tone shoe, but if you see the small details with the debossed geoprint as well as the gold accents around the shoe, it's definitely a good statement piece if you're looking for a more low-key fit. After waiting years for a 100 Thieves sneaker collab, I'm definitely satisfied. I feel like this is a great solid first entry into the sneaker world from 100 Thieves and Nadeshot. I'm really happy for Nadeshot and 100 Thieves for finally getting a sneaker collab, and I'm looking forward to more with their collaboration with Adidas. So that's gonna do it for this video. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed. Follow me on my socials. If you really love the review, please consider leaving a super thanks in the tip jar below. And thanks for watching.